It is Tuesday, June the 11th. Good morning and welcome to THG News Today with Mervyn Hanley right here on THG Network. It's a pleasure to be in your company this morning. THG News Today is sponsored by Carl & Sons Unique Bakery on St. Maarten and Feases on Nevis. If you have not as yet, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. In this way, you're able to be kept abreast on what's happening in and around you. Now, we begin this morning with news out of St. Kitts Nevis, where the former PAM leader of the People's Action Movement, the Honorable Dr. Shawn K. Richards, has issued a rallying call for the political organization to unite behind its new leader, Natasha Grey-Brookes, as a new executive takes the helm. And this is according to a Win FM report. The party has been in rebuilding phase since suffering a defeat in the snap elections of 2022, following the collapse of the coalition government in which it participated. Consequently, a number of disgruntled party supporters departed. Richards, speaking at Sunday's party convention, urged all former members to return and throw their support behind attorney-at-law Natasha Grey-Brookes. Now is the time for all PAMites who left the party to come back home. Come back home to the party that you know is best for the country. Come back home to PAM. While advocating for unity, Richards also cautioned the new executive to be mindful of the alliances they forge as the party navigates its recovery from the fallout of the 2022 collapse. My final words of advice to the new leadership and the membership generally: let us continue to put country above self. Let us continue to put people first. Let us choose. Let us choose. Let us choose. No, this is not a rewind. This is what I am saying over and over again, just to emphasize. Let us choose our friends wisely and let us avoid any type of friendship that cannot be trusted. Therefore, let us not repeat the mistakes of the past. I wonder what mistakes Dr. Richards, I know the mistake he's talking about. He's talking about the coalition, the unity coalition, but is he talking about PAM with PLP and CCM? Is he talking about PAM and CCM? Or is he talking about all of them together? I think I have an idea who and what he's talking about. But I just report and you decide. So let us continue. So he spoke about that. And early in April, the former government minister, Deputy Prime Minister, confirmed that he would not seek re-election. And during the party's convention, he reassured constituency number 5 of his steadfast commitment to their cause and that of the party. And he went on to say, now to the people of Sandy Point, I will remain your representative in the National Assembly today, tomorrow, and hear this part, until you tell me otherwise. Okay? So whoever out there saying, Shawn gone, Shawn gone, Shawn gone, Shawn ain't gone nowhere, at least not yet. I urge every member to clasp hands around our incoming leader, Mrs. Natasha Grey-Brookes, Shanny, as she begins the task of rebuilding the party and readying the various arms and organs in the political battle to rescue this country from an administration that promised better but has fast become a great disappointment, even to its own members. And that's a statement from the Honorable Dr. Shawn K. Richards. And again, PAM is appealing. Here is the former leader appealing to those who left the PAM party for whatever reason, or for those who are looking for a new home. According to him, come home to PAM. Okay? Now out of Dominica, Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit has called on Dominicans to be more apprised as it relates to the prevalence of chronic non-communicable diseases, that's the CNCDs. He went on to say, I want us as a community and as a country to be more apprised of the prevalence of CNCDs in Dominica. It contributes to most deaths in our country, and in many cases, these are preventable deaths if we have taken care of ourselves. According to the Prime Minister, those who have not contracted any CNCDs have the opportunity to prevent themselves from developing these diseases by eating properly and exercising regularly. The reality is we use too much sugar in Dominica, Skerrit remarked, and we eat too much salt in Dominica. And I think that we have to ensure that we take care of ourselves, because the cost of managing CNCDs at a family level and also at a government level is prohibitive. Furthermore, Skerrit said the CNCDs are a major threat to Dominica. No matter where I go in the world and I have the opportunity to speak, whether it's at CARICOM, OECS, or even at the United Nations, I speak about the issue of chronic non-communicable diseases affecting Dominica and the world, he said. So that's some encouragement there from Prime Minister Skerrit. And it's not only for Dominicans. He's asking us on a whole, Caribbean, those of us here in the United States, we have too much sugar intake and salt intake. And we just need to cut back on those things and exercise and dieting and all of that good stuff. The Prime Minister admonished. And finally, no news this morning out of St. Maarten, the Honorable Omar Ottley, Member of Parliament and leader of the United People's Party, has issued a statement highlighting the alarming inactivity within the Ministry of Public Health, Social Development and Labour, VSR, over the past month. MP Ottley stated that he would like to acknowledge the dedication of hard-working individuals within the ministry, but expressed deep disappointment that since the end of his tenure as the minister, there has been no public update or achievements in the ministry. The Member of Parliament warns that this neglect risks plunging the nation into a healthcare crisis to add to the already crippling situation with utility company GEBE, that's Jimmy, which has been struggling to provide electricity to the island. MP Ottley stresses that healthcare, social security, and job security are as vital to the country as any other national concern, including those about the constant power outages from utility company Jimmy. Governance must not falter, even in times of crisis, Ottley declared. The ministry has been non-existent for the past month, and this negligence is unacceptable, as it will only result in more suffering for the people of St. Maarten. MP Ottley demanded urgent updates on crucial legislative goals, particularly the National Health Insurance, which had already been set in motion and was nearing finalization before he left office. This initiative, developed meticulously by the Department of Public Health, promises to provide coverage to many uninsured citizens, including bus drivers, taxi drivers, and the sole proprietors, said MP Ottley. Work on the National Health Insurance cannot be discarded. It is a lifetime for many people in our community, stated Ottley, considering PM Marcelina's objections against healthcare for all. MP Ottley is highly concerned about how the sitting government will address the healthcare crisis. Additionally, Ottley has highlighted the stalled draft legislation on amending short-term labor contracts designed to prevent abuse and ensure job security for all employees. This amendment is essential for fair treatment in our labor market, he emphasized during his tenure as the minister. Member of Parliament Omar Ottley, he's very concerned about a ministry that he left just working around the clock. Things were happening. A matter of fact, they called MP Ottley the minister, the action minister, or the minister of everything. And he's stating now his concern is nothing is happening now. There is a minister and it's like there isn't one. I mean, it's just one thing after the next there on St. Maarten. The electricity situation, civil servants threatening to strike now. I believe that we're going to get a report on that sometime today. And it is just one mess after the other. And of course, the people of St. Maarten, they will go back to the polls. I mean, come on, how much more? These things can drive anyone crazy. I mean, it messes with your meds. Come on, St. Maarten. Come on, the acting government of St. Maarten. Come on, ministers. Come on, those in the assembly and parliament. Guys, come on. You're messing with people's lives. You are literally messing with people's lives. You're here to save your backsides, but you're messing with people's lives. And you gotta come on. Country above self. And what I find in St. Maarten, a lot of these politicians, they're greedy, they're selfish, they're corrupt, they're just, I can't even use the adjectives. But come on. People deserve better. The people of St. Maarten deserve better. And right now, they're treated like, come on, homeless people. You gotta do better. Hey, don't start me up this morning. Maybe I should have something directly to the people of St. Maarten because the people are hurting. And this electricity every day off for hours, I mean, come on. And you still can't find a solution. And when you do find a solution, you'll say, oh no, that can't work again. We have to find something else. I mean, why are you people in office? Come on. And I hope that after this next election, that the government settles down and get to the people's business. This is really not fair to the people. This is really not fair to the people of Belarusian, Kebe, Kolbe, Simpson Bay, Fort William, St. Peter's, Saunders, this is not fair to them. Dutch Quarter, you guys got to do better. You got to do better. You're messing with people's lives. And one day some people are going to rise up and they may do things that you guys may regret. Come on. And that's the end of my show on my program this morning. Do join me again tomorrow morning, God's willing, at 6 o'clock Atlantic Standard Time for a similar presentation. The news, of course, is brought to you the kind of compliments of Carl & Sons, a unique bakery, and the thesis on Nevis. Have a good day, everyone. Wow. That was something. That was something. Indeed inspiring. That was powerful, touching, a speech filled with compassion, empathy. Shani, that was out of the park. That is it for us this morning. Do join us again for news tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock Atlantic Standard Time for a similar presentation. I am Mervyn Henley and I'm wishing you a wonderful day.
Carl & Sons have been serving the people of St. Maarten for over 40 years. And the food and service get better and better. From early morning, customers flock to the bakery for their favorite sandwiches, cakes, pastries, you name it. First thing at mornings and last thing at afternoons, folks rush to Carl & Sons for simply the best. There are 2 locations, Colbay and on the Ponfill. In Colbay, the opening hours are Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. On Saturdays, 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. And on Sundays, 6:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. and 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Opening hours on the Ponfill, Monday to Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, 6:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. We also cater for weddings, parties, special events, whatever the occasion. It's Carl & Sons. Our staff, we are always happy to serve you. Call us today, the Colbay location, 721-544-2462. That's 721-544-2462. Or in Phillipsburg, 721-543-1059. That's 721-543-1059. It's Carl & Sons Bakery. We are here to serve you. Nevis, satisfy your sweet tooth at Feaser's, the cozy spot in Charlestown, known for its mouth-watering ice cream and dal parade. We are open Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come in and sample our patties, sandwiches, air-fried wings with fries, hot dogs, rotis, and now our famous smoothies, in all flavors of course. And don't forget to try the famous bus-up shut and saltfish. It's Feaser's, located at the entrance to the Cotton Ginnery Mall in Charlestown, Nevis. They're also available by phone, so place your order by calling 1-869-665-2458. Don't ask about the rest, just try the best.